My understanding at present is that the Archangel Gabriel no longer personifies, which means that having a personage appear that seems to be Gabriel, which is an experience I had years ago, like 14 years ago now, drank the bong wine and kick started a whole series of events. Was not Gabriel. And if you followed me on Facebook when I had one, there was quite the battle. It began on Indigo Society in Zanka, but it moved to Facebook. And didn't kill or destroy anything, but definitely won. And I think I now understand exactly why I experience the things that I experience. It's like these archetypes of the human collective mind of all people, all those connected. See the part one, two, and three thing. There's these various archetypes or whatever. And to any sensible person would be like demonic or angelic forces. And it's more action through ripple effect of human behavior, which is why it ties in. It was observed to me at work that maybe I am jinxed. And I was like, not exactly. It's a thing that's happening, and it's some bullshit. I had a really good trick the devil bit here for a while that I was able to get a lot of positive manifestation to come accurately and quickly to me. And I wasn't thieving anybody else getting it. It was mine. And it was accomplished by kind of one of those you're proving me right kind of things in a very public way. And it worked. Nothing good lasts forever. So it didn't last forever. And snapback. That's what it is here. My response, well, okay, so maybe you're jinxed. It was, I don't know, man. Maybe God does hate you. It's like, I haven't said that. This guy doesn't say that. I haven't said that. I've known for a long time that is not the case. There's a difference in these various powers. Not everything that acts is just God. And because the way, if you dig really deep into that Revelation book, Satan rules the earth for a long ass time before and after the Revelation. Satan, Lucifer, or whatever, Samael, whatever the name of that entity, they give it that of many names, right? The exile, the cast out, or whatever. Is God, Kami of Earth. Think of it that way. The ruler, the guardian, the protector, whatever, supposed to be. When wasn't the devil was the best? But that one is the ruler. So when you pray to quote unquote God, for earthly things. That's who answers. That's who gets a ring at the end of that red phone or whatever. You can read into whatever. There's a lot of speculation and discussion. I'm not saying praise or worship or anything. Do you see me praising, worshiping, or giving glory? The true God is nature. And I'm not saying Mother Nature. I'm not trying to make it a feminist or transmutate the fucking archetypes or none of that. None of that. But I'm saying that there's an identifiable difference between the whatever this more divine aspect that can be discerned if you're able to get past all that other stuff. It becomes an obvious difference, like a cartoon versus, real life or full motion video or whatever. That there is a distinct noticeability. But there is an uncanny valley between the two. Or if they're one and the same, it's because of a much more dualistic nature of unity. That if you are going to have everything all be one, then that means that all the formerly composite parts are recognizably still part of the one. Go back and watch my videos about the auto repair. I predicted this. This is why I'm not flipping completely out. But timing is everything. Timing is everything. So, I am marooned. Until a delivery arrives. Once the delivery arrives, throw the bottle into the water with the message, hoping for a ride. And if I can get things accomplished within the day, possibly a few days, depending on if I have to have the thing sent somewhere, I then install the new brain into the Gundam. The Mega Deus or whatever. A little bit later, discussion was had, the same person asking about the Jinx. And I said, yeah, no, there's a thing. If you look up spiritual gifts, there are a list of them. And a very rare set of cases, there are people who experience like 80% or more of the list. I have a huge amount of the list. And I said, one of the biggest ones on there is long suffering. Oh, I don't believe in it. I said, okay, that's fine. It believes in you, though. But it is what it is, so it seems. So my eyes see and my ears hear. And my heart was singing the earworm. I had a chance to talk to a guy who is somewhat of a auto expert with the tools and getting into systems, an in-town version of the gentleman who helped me on the YouTube channel. And he agreed that from the sound of all the various things that had really only happened once, that it was probably the computer. And if it had been a bad ground for a while, like the thing hadn't been tight for a bit until it finally stopped working entirely, that would be overload issues that could burn out resistors inside the computer. And it's entirely possible that that is what has happened. Seems to be temperature based at this point. It was cool this morning. It was in the shade, wasn't in direct sunlight facing, and started right up for the whole 10 seconds. Then it choked out, acting like fuel. Well, I knew there was fuel. Like there's a nozzle, a little valve you can and get gas straight out of the rail. Yes, there's fuel and pressure. So that's not the issue. Air, fuel, and spark. And so it has done all three. I had already ordered the computer, and then it did the third. And I was like, yep. And now I think I've had it confirmed by an expert. Yep. So now it's just a matter of getting the thing flashed. There are other ways to get it to run from what I understand once I have the new device. One way or another. One way or another, she don't run. So, now that we're officially into air quality season, the next couple of days I don't have to go out in it if I don't need to. Got a dude named Joel has said in his own way through certain things, about sometimes you're placed where you need to be, and I get that. And his was specifically, you're about to be placed where you need to be. And also that I am going to be receiving a miracle here shortly. Yeah, I burned it with my blood on it, and they give me the opposite of what I ask for every fucking